Children of the earth tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the earth tribe, rise up. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today, we're going to do the Leo tribe, the Leo collective. Doesn't matter if you're a man dealing with a woman dealing with a man dealing with a man, or a woman dealing with a woman. We're just going to read for the Leo collective and see what sort of messages Spirit has for y'all today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am over halfway to a community tab. I got to get to 500 for a community tab. And I'm super excited about it. Having a community tab will give me more options of sharing. I'll be able to share other creators' content. I'll be able to share music. I'll be able to share memes, just sharing. Share. And I'm super excited about reaching that milestone. And I couldn't have done it without y'all. So thank you so much. And thank you in advance to all of you that haven't subscribed yet but are going to. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. One of these days I'll go live, right? One of these days, soon enough, I'll be doing that live thing. Anyways, Leo. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Leo's personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Leo. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Leo's personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Leo. What do the Leos need to hear today? Leo. The moon. I feel like some of you already know the answer to your question, so follow that. If you're coming here for confirmation, you already have your answer. You're just looking for confirmation. So follow your intuition. If you're thinking that there's something hidden, what's done in the dark always comes to light. So trust and believe in that little gut intuition that you have, that gut feeling. Follow your own inner knowing. Leo. 10 of Wands. Some of you are carrying a burden. Them sticks is heavy trying to trug up that mountain. You're trying to get up that mountain holding all them sticks. I'm sure some of those are not yours. You holding other people's sticks for them? Holding other people's brooms? Carrying everybody's weight? If you're carrying around other people's weight or guilt about something from that happened in the past, or grudges, those are all heavy, man. Guilt is a heavy energy. Grudge is a heavy energy. Hate is a heavy energy. It's going to be hard to make it up that mountain to where you want to go if you're carrying all them freaking brooms. And I bet you half of them aren't even yours to carry. I feel like a lot of you are either holding on to resentment or holding on to some sort of shame or guilt or just real heavy energy. You're holding on to some heavy energy, Leo. The good thing about the 10, though, is that that's the worst of it, right? Now it's time to sort out whose is whose, what is what. The seven of cups. Yeah, sorting out who is who, what is what, what's yours to carry, what's not yours to carry. You know, you might be carrying the weight of everybody else's broom. I'm guaranteed this person doesn't need all that. You know, you only need one broom to fly up the freaking mountainside. 2 if you're worried that something's going to happen to your broom, you know? But guaranteed you won't make it all the way up that mountain carrying all that shit. And if you do, more power to you, but it'll make it a lot rougher. I feel like some of y'all need to let go of something that's holding you down. And I think you're in the process of figuring out what is yours to carry and what isn't yours to carry, you know? What are your burdens, your responsibilities? What can you let go of? Forgive, release. What can you let go of, forgive, release? I think you're just trying to intuitively figure out what's yours to carry. You know, you might be used to carrying the whole load for everyone, man. But guaranteed, not all of it is yours to carry. So don't hold it on. Don't hold on to it if it's not yours to carry. You know? If you need to make some apologies, make apologies. If you need to forgive someone, then forgive them. You know, that doesn't mean that you have to be all buddy-buddy, chummy-chummy with somebody, you know, that you seriously can't trust, but it does you no good to hold on to all of them. To all them things that are just weighing you down. You know, rather it be other people's opinions, rather it be the fear of failure because of what other people think. I just really feel like this is like a whole lot. You're holding on to a whole lot from other people. And I think you need to sit down and evaluate what is yours to hold on to and what it is you can let go, what sort of responsibilities you can delegate to other people. I mean, because being the captain of your own ship, you know, not only do you have to have a good crew, you have to know how to lead that crew, how to delegate responsibilities to get done what needs to get done. A lot of times there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And sometimes there's too many Indians and not enough chiefs. What else can we tell the Leo collective? Universe, Source, Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Leo's personal growth today. That one. You have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I really feel like you are trying to figure out what's yours to hold on to, what is yours to let go of, what you can release, and what it is that you want. I just feel like you're in this very contemplative, like you have the whole world at your hands. You have all of this limitless potential and possibility. And some of you might be stuck in analysis paralysis, you know? Stuck trying to figure out which one of these cups are yours, trying to figure out which one to let go of, which one to keep. You know? Do you want growth? Do you want learning? Do you want knowledge? Do you want all of the above? But how do you carry that whole load at one time? Some of you might be taking on too many classes at school. You might be thinking about going to college and you're signing up for your classes for this upcoming semester and you're wondering about your workload. You know, if you'll be able to accomplish the workload on top of working, on top of house, on top of, you know, having kids or whatever that might be. Like, you're having to evaluate your workload. But you have the High Priestess on top of the moon. So you already know the answer. You already know the answer. You're just looking for a confirmation for the answer. You're looking for some sort of confirmation, like to give you permission. Okay, you have permission to drop this. To drop whatever it is that you already know you need to drop, Leo. You have permission from the universe to drop it. Not like you really needed permission or just needed the confirmation. But there's your confirmation, Leo. If there's something that you intuitively are like, man, I don't know if I can handle that much, you know, I don't know if I should take on this responsibility. I don't know if I should let go of this option or let go of that option. Like you already know, intuitively, you already know, Leo. So there's your sign. If you were looking for a confirmation or looking for permission, you have permission. Because we got the devil on the bottom of the deck. The devil in reverse came out like that. So the devil in reverse. You already know what's good, Leo. You already know what's good. You already know what's good for you. You already intuitively know what's up. Rather it be taking on more hours at work, rather it be taking on extra classes at school. I feel like you're taking on too much. The Ten of Pentacles. So this might be too much at work. Might be taking on too much work, taking on too much responsibility. Deck switch. What else can we tell the Leos? The Leo collective. About this answer that they already know. Y'all already know. We usually always do. We just look for some sort of permission or synchronicity or guidance to help us put that final nail. Like, okay, that's it. That's what I'm doing. To make that final leap, to drop that final load. The Ten of Pentacles is successful. So, I mean, if you're thinking about dropping something so that you can be more successful, the answer is yes. The Eight of Pentacles. I really feel like this is taking on too much. Taking on too much work, like you're doing too much. And intuitively, you know that you're doing too much. You know, but you have a hard time saying no because you've always been the rock. You know? Like you might just have a day off, like finally have a day off, you know? And your boss calls you and asks you to come into work. If you know you don't want to work that day and you're not scheduled to work that day, it's okay to tell them no. No, I can't right now. I have plans. Even if you have just plans to sit in your room and do absolutely nothing, those are still plans. So don't take on more, because taking on more will actually be less. It's like when you are an artist, you know, sometimes that we look at it and we just keep doing more, we keep doing more, we keep adding paint, and it makes it less. Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't think you're going to sneak, like nobody's being sneaky about it. Not being sneaky about it. What else can we tell the Leo collective universe? This one? Ooh, the devil. The devil comes in all kinds of forms, you know? Comes as the job that gives you more money but takes away all your time. The person that is everything you ever wanted but absolutely nothing like at what you wanted. They just come dressed as a package and all that you want. You know, so make sure you're examining. You know, the devil comes as taking on more hours, you know, but you actually end up with less. And Judgment. I think some of y'all are going to make that final call. You're going to put your foot down. You're going to drop what needs to be dropped. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just a confirmation or a synchronicity, permission for someone to do what they need to do, to hear what they need to hear so they can get done what they need to get done. Ten of Pentacles. That's Ten of Pentacles twice. and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this could definitely be a work situation or something that you want to work on, but you can't because you are deceived in believing that more will give you more and more actually gives you less. So if you have a day off and your boss calls wanting you to work, just tell him no if you don't want to go. If you have plans to go do something, but then your homie calls you up and is like, hey, I need you right now to come and be involved in this, blah, 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 blah. You know, those are all them burdens you don't need to carry. Nah, I'm sorry, I've got plans. And it doesn't matter what your plans are. It doesn't matter if you're just sitting in your room chilling. Those are your plans. And it's perfectly acceptable to tell people no. Because if not, you ain't going to have any of the time to do the stuff that you want to do for you, no matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's the simplest thing, you know, like, oh, I have plans to, you know, just chill. Don't matter. Let's see what sort of advice we could get from the Whispers of Lord Ganesh. What sort of advice do we have for the Leos? Advice for Leos, please. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Advice for Leos. Advice for Leos. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Generosity. Yeah, I think some of y'all just give a lot. You give too much of your time, too much of yourself. You have no time for yourself. Generosity is a 10 card, which breaks down to a 1. I mean, it's not to not give, you know, but don't give so much of yourself that you have no time for yourself. You know, there's an equal give and take balance there. It's a fine, like, it's an interesting road to walk on, to be a super generous soul, but still have the generosity for yourself and for the things that you need to get done, because people take advantage of that. They're like, oh yeah, that's my rock. They'll always show up. You know, it doesn't matter. And they expect you to do it because you always have. It doesn't matter what you got going on in your life, you know, because once you start telling those people, no, I can't be there today. I can't give you a ride. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't show up at work today just at the whim of a moment, on a whim. I've got plans today. Then they start treating you like the bad guy, you know? So make sure that you're giving of yourself in equal proportions to what you're receiving, you know? Make sure you give to yourself just as much as you give to others. It says compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to the right thing, stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Respect others' lives and conscious life. Champion others, support them, and actively want them to succeed. Living from this space will create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what's good and positive in someone else rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. Give freely from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate and do not do favors with strings attached. Yeah, because then you just end up in resentment, which is more of that burden you're going to carry. You know, well, I did this and this and this. I always do this. I always show up. I always, you know, and then you end up being in the mode of resentment, you know. When you give, when you don't want to give, then you end up resenting that. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. You will be able to easily give and at the same time receive when the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to eliminating the feeling of being separated from others, and you may find yourself genuinely happy. Look for and assume the best in people, and treat others with respect and acceptance. Geez, I can't talk today. All tongue-tied. Also treat yourself with respect and acceptance. You know, you're not respecting yourself if you're out doing something that you don't want to do just because somebody asked you to do it. You know, that's not respecting yourself. That's not respecting your own personal boundaries. Like, man, I really don't want to get involved in some bullshit, you know, but I've always been there for this person. What is this person going to think about me if I don't show up for them? You know, honor yourself and how you feel. Like, man, if I tell my boss, no, I can't come in when he calls me on a whim, you know, then is he going to think less of me? Yeah, well, what about how you feel within yourself, you know? Make sure you are standing up for yourself just as much as you stand up for other people, Leo. What can we get from the 4 agreements? The 4 agreements for the Leos. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love, right? Our minds are the garden, the plants are the seeds. Our thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. Our minds are the garden, our thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds, right? Express your love. Be impeccable with your word. The impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interactions with others, and that action will produce a like reaction, right? If you love yourself and you don't want to go do something, you don't want to get involved in something, you know, not to say that you don't help people, but at what cost, you know? And then you burn yourself out from always saying yes, from always carrying other people's burdens, for being there for other people, then you're not there for yourself. It says, always do your best. Love and nurture your body. Your own body is a manifestation of God. True that. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind. And when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Let's get one from the Spiritual as Fuck deck. Just because I love these cards. I think they're amazing. Let's see. What do we got here? You are not your situation. One of the keys to becoming spiritual as fuck is to define who you are by something deeper inside yourself and further outside yourself than the world can touch. You are someone, even if you're not your financial situation, your job, your relationships, or even your body. Find out who that person is and you'll be unfuckwithable. Hint, you'll probably have to do some soul searching. And be the change you wish to see in this bitch. Hey, you, the one who sees what's wrong in the world and who knows the difference between being an activist and being a whiny-ass complainer. It's action. You want the world to be more kind? Kind the fuck out on the people in your life. Hate litter bugs? Pick up some trash. Can't stand judgmental blowhards? Quit judging them for being so judgmental. It's really kind of that simple. One more. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that bitch, right? And we'll start the reading like that and end the reading like that. Your gut wants to talk, and it always has your back. All you got to do is listen up and not be a punk about whatever it's got to say. Even if you're fuzzy on the right thing to do, your gut usually knows what the wrong thing to do is. Maybe the right thing to do is anything but what you're tempted to do out of spite, fear, or impatience. Yeah, probably that. Like 99% usually. Right? You already know. I'm going to start the reading like that. With the moon card, you already know. Follow your intuition. And that's how we're going to end the reading. With you already know, Leo. You already know. All right? On that note, I'm out. Much love, you guys. Remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And that choice is always Always, always, always ours. It's a lot easier to say than it is to practice, but with more practice, the easier it becomes. Vroom, beep, beep.